this is Suma Ahmadi from my channel Muslim Motivation. Welcome to another episode. I'm so happy to be back. It's been a long time again. Well, the topic of today is how to pray effectively. And what do I mean? It's just that when I was a child back then, I remember that when we went to the mosque and the mullah, the sheikh, was coming to the end of his speech, he started the prayer. He started to pray and we all stood up and prayed with him. And I just realized that I was in the section for women, so I just saw the women, but I know that it was the same amongst the men, is that a lot of them, they really cried and they really just cried their hearts out. And to me, as long as I can remember, I never cry in public. Sometimes I cry, but not like when all are crying. I just cannot. I don't know why. Well, it's just the way I am. But now I just learned that to make a dua, when you have a wish, when you have pain, you're going through adversities and you have grief inside of your heart and your heart is really bleeding. It doesn't matter why. Whether your heart is broken by a man or a woman or your child or your parents, your siblings, it doesn't matter, or your colleagues. It's just that when your heart is bleeding, you are crying. And you are focusing on things that you don't want. You don't want to live in this pain. You don't want to live in all this grief, but you are focusing on what you don't want. So focus on what you want. What is the dua you're making for? What are you praying for? Dua means prayer. It doesn't matter whether you pray like Muslims, like this, or I don't know, in Christianity like this, Hindus like this. I don't know how the Jews are praying, but I just remember that they are doing this in front of God, in front of the wall. Well, it really does not matter, but what matters is how are you talking to God? Our God is not only the God to remember when we are in pain or when we are going through problems. The God is the God of happiness, the God of joy, the God of love. We sometimes tend to forget that. So I want you to shift your focus towards all the things you are praying for. Maybe you are praying to sit amongst all these holy people when you are in paradise, inshallah. Or maybe you are praying for a very nice house in this life or a nice car, or you want to achieve your degree, you want to, I don't know, get your university or school degree with distinction. I don't know, there are so many wishes we want to. Maybe you just want to become rich during Corona, where there are everywhere so many financial problems. I think all of us need some more cash. So it does not matter what kind of wish you are doing, but what matters is just imagine you have already received it from God. God is Ghani. He is God of abundance. He is the God that gave us, that created the whole universe and other universes. So He can give you right now whatever you want. You just have to imagine it. You just have to, if you can imagine it, if you can visualize what you want, you can hold it in your hand. And I don't know, I never knew of this law back then, but as long as I remember, I always saw myself or saw a kind of movie or film in front of my eyes, achieving that or getting that or going somewhere or meeting somebody. So I always was like this, but nowadays I really realized that it's a kind of law. And look at champions like sports athletes like Muhammad Ali, one of the world's greatest boxer of our time. He said, I am the greatest. He said that when he wasn't the greatest, but he always had this auto-suggestion, self-affirmation that I am the greatest. Bruce Lee, one of my favorites, he always said that. He wrote in his notebooks, he has like private diaries where he always wrote that when, especially in this time, he wrote a specific time, he said, I'm gonna be the best martial arts actor or the best Jeet Kune Do teacher in the world. I want to dominate the world. I want to be the best actor or athlete in this martial arts section. And he really was. So if they can focus and if they can just believe that they already achieved this, whatever they want to, why can we not do that? Why can't you not already feel? If you want, for example, a special nice house, imagine that you already decorate the interior of your beautiful house, or that you're buying the furniture, or that you already imagine where your furniture is going to be in the whole room. These are really practical methods to visualize and to see yourself already in possession of it. That's so important. Or if you want a certain degree, if you want to be the best in an exam, the best of, I don't know, Europe or America or Asia, just imagine yourself, the dean of this school or the principal of this university is going to give me that degree and I'm going to be the greatest. You have to say that, you have to believe that, and you are gonna achieve that. Why? Because God loves us all. He always says, follow my rules, follow the guidance I gave to you, and then I'm gonna give it all to you in this life and in the afterlife. And that's why I really emphasize on this. Please, this time, do your prayers in a jolly mode. You can cry. I'm not against crying, not at all. Please don't misinterpret this. It's just that I want you to focus on being happy and receiving all that. Feel as if you already have. I'm now talking to all those beautiful moms. Imagine that you already have this beautiful daughter-in-law or this handsome and very successful son-in-law, healthy, wealthy, whatever. Just imagine that. Or right now, because we are going through this blah blah pandemic, imagine that you have already gained your whole health back again. That you are again in a healthy position, that you are free of all the diseases, because God, the way He creates us, He always heals us from within. So already imagine that you are healed, that you are free from disease. Don't focus on the disease, because what you focus on grows, expands. So focus on the good things and focus and pray. This is what I mean when I say pray effectively. Pray in a jolly manner. Say, oh God, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. I really cannot imagine that I've received it. Whatever it is, this beautiful car, or that beautiful person is in my life. Or I'm so happy and I'm glad that I bought this beautiful home for me and for my family, that I can provide for all my family. Never focus on all your problems and never focus on things that you don't have. Focus on the things you have. Be in a grateful manner and mode. Always thank God for what you have, and also focus but on things that you want to achieve in this life. So I pray that you all achieve whatever goals you have and whatever wishes you have, and that may God free you from all the diseases, whether it's spiritually or whether it's mentally or physically. May God heal us all, and may God give you all your wishes and your du'as. May they all come true in this life and in the afterlife, because that's more important. So I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Share it with people who don't know it yet, who haven't seen the video of my videos yet. And see you next time. Wassalam.